Bad weather forced us to cancel our plans to trek to Everest Base Camp. We were instead rerouted to Annapurna Base Camp and to the Annapurna Sanctuary. While not our first choice, we were still going to be trekking in the Himalayas. Ram is our guide, and Suzanne is our porter. The porters are hired to carry the excess baggage so that the trekkers can have a more enjoyable hike without a heavy load on their backs. Seems exploitive, but that's the way it is here, and to suggest otherwise would deprive the porters of much-needed sources of income. Like many others we have seen, our guest house for our first evening straddles the trail. It is relatively small with a restaurant and a shop adjacent to it. The rooms are very basic, 2 beds and a small bench between them. That is it. Bathrooms are down the hall or further down the hillside, to be shared by the many other trekkers who kept arriving throughout the afternoon. Rain and cold greeted us on our second day. Our elevation gain was 4,167 feet up to Gorapani, which sits at 9,318 feet. This was the biggest one-day elevation gain MK and I have ever accomplished. This was like walking up the stairs of the John Hancock building 4 times in a row, and in the rain as well. The fatigue challenged our physical stamina. The cold and rain challenged our mental fortitude. You simply placed one foot in front of the other and continued to move up and forward, then resting every 15 minutes or so. You're tempted to quit, but you know you won't. Deep down, you know you can't. You keep on pushing despite the discomfort. Nearing the end of the day.
How are you?
There's the man of the hour. Day 3 brings a break in the weather, and the locals are outside selling their wares. Many fellow trekkers are on the trail today. Like most days, the village guest house all let out at the same time. So early on in the day, there would be long lines of us all trying to negotiate the roots, rocks, and mud. Eventually, as the day wears on, we all end up being spread out from one another, making the hike one that is on our own pace, instead of one that starts and stops to wait for those ahead, or to let others who are faster pass. Saturday morning, let's go Macha Putra, the fishtail. Finally. Day 4 starts with clearing skies. All of us tumble out of our rooms very early in the morning to take pictures and video, not knowing whether the views will last. The weather breaks. We're in for a long spell of relatively clear skies. The valley walls tower above us thousands of feet. Waterfalls are everywhere. From one vantage point, we could see 5 waterfalls, all with long drops far into the valley below. We would cross the side streams they would create via stone and wood plank bridges. While the weather has improved on this 5th day, Mary Kay's condition has not, for she is now sick. She is very lightheaded. We stop frequently for rests and drink of water. She is weak and her lower lip quivers. She soldiers on though, but I am worried about her. At the same time, I am impressed that she can muster the will to keep at it. I don't know of many other women who could endure what she is enduring. beautiful blue skies, the fishtail in all its glory. It's Mary Kay's 50th birthday today, our 6th day. She wakes up feeling just as poorly as she did when she went to sleep last night. For a while she considers staying back while I move ahead, but she chooses not to and continues to push on. But boy, how she struggled. 3 steps rest, another 3 steps rest, then rest again. The 5.5 hours that this segment was supposed to take instead takes us over 8 hours. She is a determined woman. It is, after all, her big birthday, and by God, she's going to make it a memorable one. Machu Picchu base camp, arriving late afternoon, about 4:30. Along with the sheep.